It's just... My friend Zoe pushed me off a cliff, but when she came down to check, I was nowhere to be found, just a bloody necklace on the ground. I escaped into the forest, covered in blood, unable to understand why my best friend would try to kill me. That's when I heard Zoe calling out, so I quickly hid in a ditch. She kept apologizing, claiming it was all an accident. Just as I was about to stand up, her expression suddenly turned ice cold. I covered my mouth with my hand, afraid to make a sound. After Zoe left, I finally breathed a sigh of relief. That night, as I leaned against a tree, Zoe returned with a flashlight. I was terrified. She searched everywhere for me, and then it started pouring rain. Zoe left, and I barely escaped again. The next day, I crawled to a puddle and gulped down the dirty water. Zoe had geared up and returned to the forest, still hunting for me. I snuck back to the cabin, frantically searching for my phone, but came up empty. With no other choice, I swallowed some painkillers and gritted my teeth while stitching up my wounds with a needle. My agonized screams drew Zoe back to the cabin, but by then I had already escaped. I tried to get away by boat, but she aimed a sniper rifle at me. The distance was too great, though she couldn't hit me. Seeing another boat nearby, she jumped in and gave chase. Weak as I was, she caught up quickly, leaping onto my boat and overpowering me. Just then, our neighbors spotted us.
Everything okay, ladies?
And I immediately shouted an invitation for the couple to come over for dinner that night. They agreed, and Zoe dragged me back to the cabin. That's when I learned the truth. Zoe had fallen for my boyfriend. She demanded I break up with him, and when I angrily refused, she held my head underwater until I begged for mercy and agreed to her demands. That evening, when the neighbors came for dinner, I tried to ask the wife for help while Zoe was talking to the husband outside, but Zoe saw me. The woman warned her husband, so Zoe stabbed him with a knife, then chased down the wife and brutally killed her too. That night, I managed to free myself from the ropes around my wrists and carefully crept past Zoe. I grabbed a knife and plunged it into her, but it was all just a dream. The next day, Zoe drove me back to the cliff, ready to execute her murder plan again. Knowing I was about to die, I secretly pulled out a dart I'd hidden under my leg and jabbed it into Zoe. The car stopped abruptly, and I seized the chance to run. Zoe chased after me, and I found myself back at the cliff's edge with her right behind me. I kept backing up as she approached, but suddenly she collapsed. She had diabetes, and without her insulin injection, she'd go into a coma. I picked up the knife to kill her, but looking at her face, I couldn't bring myself to do it, so I drove away. Halfway down the road, fear of Zoe's revenge made me turn back, determined to finish her off. But when I reached the cliff, Zoe was gone. I returned to the cabin with a gun, waiting for her. Sure enough, she came back, and I pressed the gun to the back of her head. Just as I was about to pull the trigger, Zoe grabbed the gun and ran upstairs.